welcome to day 9. We're going to start today in our wide-legged child's pose, so go ahead and come down on the mat. Push back. Again, we're going to keep it active, so keep just the hands and the forehead and the shins on the ground. Push back into your hips. Stretch. Okay, we're going to go ahead and come up. Walk the hands forward a little bit. Drop the hips down. Take a nice little circle. A couple times around. And then we're going to reverse it. Go the other way. Just warm up the hips a little bit. Okay. So curl the toes under if they're not already. We're just going to lift our hips up in the downward facing dog. And what I want you to do before you go up there, widen your feet just a little bit past hip distance and then push back. Nice wide-legged one. Bend your knees if you need to. Push back. All your weight is in your hands. Head and shoulders nice and relaxed. Just take a few breaths. Maybe pedal your feet a little bit. Okay, we're going to go ahead and walk the hands back towards the feet. And bend your knees, even more than a micro bend, a little generous bend. And we're just going to go into ragdoll. So go ahead and take opposite elbow and opposite hand. Hang the head forward. You want to fold over so that your top of your head, your crown of your head is going towards the mat. And just move a little bit, wiggle around. Don't move your hips around. Extend from the waist. So your legs and your hips are like a rock. And you're just moving, stretching a little bit closer to the ground. Get a little bit of that stretch in your inner thighs and your legs. Okay, your next exhale, we're going to go ahead and walk it forward, back into downward dog. However you get there is fine. And then we're going to take our left foot and move it to the middle of the mat and lift our right foot up. Okay. Go ahead and bend that knee and stack the hips. Still pressing all your weight into your hands, relaxing your neck and shoulders. So your shoulders should be square with the mat, but your hips can come up and be open towards the front. Okay. You're going to go ahead and extend that leg back out. Inhale, exhale, bring it down. Take a little rest. Go and do that wide-legged child's pose. Take 2 deep breaths here. And we're going to come back up into a downward dog, and we're going to do the other side. So put that right foot in the middle, left foot extends up. Take a breath or two. Make sure you're set, make sure you're pushing back, that you're not straining your head or your neck or your shoulders. Go ahead, bend that knee, stack the hips. Just a couple breaths here. And your next inhale, we're going to go ahead and extend that leg. Bring it down. Bring the knees down wide, back into child's pose. Little break. Okay. Now this next time we're going to do it without the break in the middle. So if that was really intense and you do need a break, go ahead and take one. But we're going to do both sides. So come up into that wide downward dog for a second. Take a couple breaths. Go ahead, bring the left foot to the middle. Lift your right leg up. Bend the knee. Open up the hip. Make sure your shoulders are down and square. And then we're just going to take circles with the knee. So little circles or big circles, whatever you feel like is right for you. Just draw a circle in the air. Try to keep the hips stacked up. Don't compromise your formation. Don't compromise your downward dog to do this. But if you feel comfortable, you feel strong, go for it. And make sure you reverse, do both ways, warm it up. Okay, so this time we're going to inhale, extend the leg out, and then we're going to bring it up to our feet for a pigeon pose. So you want your ankle and your knee to come up to your hands, foot turns in. Now, technically, your front shin bone in this pose should be parallel with the mat, but if your hips aren't open, you're probably not going to be able to do that. That's fine. Just don't be sitting on your foot when you do it. That's what's most important, and try to square your hips towards the front. The other thing is that I find in pigeon is that my kneecap on my extended leg in the back kind of gets pinched and pushed around. So you can flex your foot, put your toes on the mat to protect your knee if that's a problem. And we're just going to sit up nice and tall here today. Really feel it. Stretching. We'll go into some variations another time, but this time we just want to set in this pose, get comfortable with it. Maybe try to move physically or wiggle that foot further forward if you feel like it's not quite where you want it to be. Really taking our time, breathing deep, feeling the stretch. Sit nice and tall. And maybe if you feel really uncomfortable, you could get some blocks to hold yourself up too. Okay, go ahead and plant both hands on the ground. And if your back toe is not curled under, curl it under. And we're going to go ahead and push back up, downward dog with that whole foot, using our strength. Kick up. Exhale. Bring that foot down. And we're going to rest here in downward dog. So take a couple breaths. Maybe widen your feet back out if you did what I did and went into regular downward dog. One more breath. Okay, go ahead and shift that right foot to the middle. Inhale the left foot up. You're going to bend that knee. Again, keep your shoulders square. Check on your base. And when you're ready, take big or small, whatever you feel like, circles with the leg. Breathe in deeply here. And then go ahead and come back the other way. On your next inhale, go ahead, straighten it out. We're going to come into that pigeon, so bring in the knee up towards the hand and the ankle too. Kind of wiggle it forward. You can see I have to adjust my own. Just making sure we're not sitting on the foot and that our hips are square, so if you have to, maybe move your back leg forward a little bit. Sit up nice and tall. Just going to stay here today. If you really want to lower down to the ground, of course, feel free, but we're just trying it out, seeing how pigeon pose feels. Stretching up nice and tall. We have plenty of time to go deeper with these stretches. We really want to work on our foundation, make sure we've got it right before we move on to the next thing. Okay, so plant both hands down. Go ahead, use your strength. Lift up that leg, extend it. Inhale, exhale down. Widen your legs. Okay, we're going to take a minute. Come forward into plank. Go down on your knees. widen those knees out. We're going to go into that child's pose, take a couple breaths here. Okay. Go ahead and inhale, come back up, curl the toes under, go into that wide-legged downward dog. Take a breath, and we're going to move our right foot in. We're going to inhale the left leg up. Exhale, bend the knee. And now what we're going to do, you might want to stop and watch me do this. What we're going to do is slowly turn the foot out, lift up the left hand until we drop onto the back leg and go in a wild thing with the arm up, reaching out, little back bend. And you just have to trust as you fall backwards that your foot's going to catch you. You will be fine. You're not going to get hurt. Drop back, relax, stretch. Feel that back bend. Inhale. We're going to start to turn back. So lifting that foot up again. Back in the downward dog. Exhale, down. I'll wait a second here for you. Come back. Oh, I'm going to switch directions so that I can show you the other side. This is one of those poses where you just have to believe in yourself and let it go. So try it again. Left foot to the middle, right leg up. Inhale, exhale, bend the knee. And now start to pick up that hand. Let it fall back, roll over. Inhale, exhale. Feeling it. Arching the back a little bit more. Reach out that hand. Okay. And your next exhale, go ahead. Start to come back. Downward dog. Extending the leg out. Inhale, exhale, bring it back down. Wide-legged. Take a breath here. Then we're going to go ahead and come forward. Put down our knees. Lower down onto our belly. Lift up in the half cobra. Exhale. Push back. Take that wide-legged child's pose. Just take a few breaths here. Recover. We're going to go ahead and come up. Walk the feet forward. Come into a sitting position. And since we're just really active today, we're going to take a sitting kind of Savasana. So go ahead, sit down however you're comfortable. Maybe you want to sit up on a block. Maybe you want to go into lotus since we've tried that now. And you can keep your hands on your thighs however you want. I like to keep mine together with the thumbs touching. It's kind of a Zen mudra. We're just going to take 5 breaths here. So go ahead, stack the heart. Take another calming breath before we really start. And then we're going to go ahead and inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale, feel the breath everywhere. Exhale. Inhale. Go ahead and wiggle around a little bit and maybe flutter the eyes open. I hope that you enjoyed that and that you're feeling energized for your day. Your hips are nice and open. And I will see you tomorrow.